I'm Jane from Poppy Patchwork and welcome to my quilt block series. In each of these videos I'm going to show you how to make a different block and they're all going to measure 12 inches. I hope you like this video. If you do, click the like button and please let me know in the comment section below what other videos you'd like me to make. Let's get quilting. Today I'm going to show you how to make a 12-inch block called double star crosses. You will need 4 4-inch squares in background fabric, 4 3-inch squares in background fabric, and 4 2.5 by 3.5 inch rectangles. You will need 1 5.5 inch square in fabric A, 4 4-inch squares in fabric A, and 4 1 3/4 inch squares in fabric A. In fabric B, you will need 1 5.5 inch square, 5 2.5 inch squares, and 4 1 3/4 inch squares. Making the half square triangles using the Magic 8 method. Use the 5.5 inch squares in fabric A and fabric B. Draw a diagonal line on the back of one of the squares. And again, so that you have 2 diagonals as shown. Pin and stitch a 1/4 inch away on both sides of the lines. Place the unit on a rotating cutting mat if you have one. If not, just use a small mat you can turn. The important thing is to keep the unit stable whilst making all the cuts. First, cut the unit in half. Line the edge at 2 3/4 inches and cut through the stitching in the centre. Note, I cut my squares too big, so line yours up at 2 3/4 inches, which is half of your 5.5 inch square. Second, turn the mat round and cut through the centre of the unit again. Third, rotate the mat and cut along one of the drawn lines on the diagonal. And fourth, cut along the other diagonal drawn line. Now you should have 8 half square triangles. Magic! This is a great method to use if you have multiples of 8 to make in half square triangles, or you have quite small half square triangles to make, as in this case. Trimming the half square triangles. Lay the 45-degree line on the ruler on top of the seam. And line up the bottom and left edges at just over 1 3/4 inches. Trim the top and right edges. Turn the unit round and lay the 45-degree line along the seam. Line the bottom and left edges at exactly 1 3/4 inches. And then trim the right and top edges. Making the half square triangles for the larger triangles. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of the 4-inch squares in background fabric. Place right sides together with the 4-inch squares in fabric A. Stitch a 1/4 inch seam on both sides of the line. Cut along the drawn line. Trimming the half square triangles. Lay the 45-degree line on the ruler on top of the seam. And line up the bottom and left edges at just over 3 inches. Trim the top and right edges. Turn the unit round and lay the 45-degree line along the seam. Line the bottom and left edges at exactly 3 inches. And trim the right and top edges. Block layout. Press your unit and lay in the block layout. Start with the 4 patches as shown. Pin in pairs as shown and sew a 1/4 inch seam. Press the units towards the squares. Pin as shown and sew a 1/4 inch seam. And then press the seams open. Now move on to the corners. Pin as shown and sew a 1/4 inch seam. Press the seams towards the half square triangle units. Then pin as shown and sew with a 1/4 inch seam. Press seam towards the corner squares. Now work at on the centre sections. as shown and sew a 1/4 inch seam. Press seams towards the squares. Pin in columns and sew a 1/4 inch seam. Return to the block layout. There's no need to press yet. Continue pinning the columns as shown and sew with a 1/4 inch seam. Return to the block layout and press the seams towards the centre cross. Pin the columns as shown, matching the seams, and sew with a 1/4 inch seam. Press the seam towards the centre cross. And repeat with the other column. Press the seams towards the centre column. Congratulations! You have made the double star crosses block. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. More of these videos will be posted, so please tune in. Thank you for watching and bye for now.